What's up everyone, James here, and today we're diving into the secret sauce that's completely changed my content creation game. We are talking about the tools that actually transform content creation from a full-time chore into pure creative fun. Now, stick with me because I'm not just hyping up one solution. We're comparing a few major players in the editing world. I'll point out exactly where they shine, and more importantly, where they tend to trip creators up. Ultimately, I want to show you why one particular platform has become my absolute go-to for turning hours of video into shareable magic. All right, first up, let's address the massive elephant in the room, Adobe Premiere Pro. People rightly love this software because it is unbelievably powerful for deep, nuanced edits. The color grading tools, the audio manipulation, and the sheer timeline control make it a true Swiss Army knife for video pros. However, that incredible power comes with a very steep trade-off, starting with the learning curve. If you aren't already editing footage daily, diving into Premiere can feel like trying to decipher an ancient, complicated spaceship manual. Then there's the financial side. Those monthly subscription fees stack up incredibly fast when you're juggling multiple essential tools. And this is the big one. Premiere is not inherently built to automatically turn one long video into dozens of optimized shorts ready to post. You still have to manually scrub through the entire source, find the highlights, export, reformat, and then schedule everything out. And that's where your time vanishes. Next up, we have Descript, which deserves massive credit for its genius transcript-first workflow. The ability to actually edit your video just by deleting text is genuinely revolutionary for creators. Pulling out direct quotes, generating accurate captions, and removing awkward filler words like are all super slick features here. But Descript definitely has its limits, often being more suited for polished interview cuts than for bulk content repurposing. If you have 8 hours of footage and want dozens of bite-sized clips, Descript still demands a lot of manual selection and curating time. Also, sometimes the auto highlights miss the real energy or genuine context of a powerful moment, forcing you to rewatch anyway. Now, let's talk about CapCut and those fantastic mobile editors that everyone loves. They have made vertical content creation accessible to absolutely everyone with awesome transitions and quick export options. The big downside here is truly scaling your output when you are trying to manage a multi-platform content calendar. Mobile tools are great for one-off viral hits, but they struggle when you need a steady stream of shorts processed from a long recording. Juggling different aspect ratios and native export settings for TikTok, Reels, and Shorts across separate apps quickly becomes messy and time-consuming. And for Mac users, Final Cut Pro remains a powerful and intuitive option, feeling incredibly smooth due to Apple optimization. But even with FCP, you are still stuck manually chopping up that long content, adding captions, and formatting for every single platform. There is a massive practical gap between editing one perfect video and automating consistent distribution across all your channels. And that, my friends, is precisely where Vizard steps in and offers such a massive breath of fresh air for my workflow. Imagine you've just finished a 2-hour live stream or a 40-minute in-depth podcast episode. The old way involved rewatching hours of footage, marking timestamps, cutting, reformatting, and captioning every single clip. With Vizard, you upload that entire source file, and the AI instantly begins finding the most magnetic, high-energy moments automatically. It intelligently pinpoints those funny takes, the deeply emotional beats, and the incredibly quotable lines for you. The result is a batch of fully formed, ready-to-post clips that genuinely feel like the software has a sixth sense for online engagement. But let's be clear. This isn't about blindly letting a robot do all the creative heavy lifting while you simply nap. Vizard absolutely puts you back in the director's chair, giving you granular control over the final product. You can review every suggested clip, precisely tweak the in and out points, and adjust the aspect ratio for any platform. The key difference is that Vizard eliminates the time-consuming discovery and batch creation grunt work, letting you focus purely on creative decisions. One of my favorite productivity boosters is the intelligent auto-schedule feature built right into the platform. You simply tell it how often you want clips to go out, select your preferred time slots, and it handles queuing and posting for you. This feature is perfect for maintaining that consistent rhythm that every modern algorithm rewards, without you needing to babysit every single upload. When paired with the unified content calendar, you can see, manage, and reorganize all your shorts across every platform in one single visual dashboard. This visualization makes planning out a multi-day promotional push from one long video unbelievably simple. Now, I need to be honest. Vizard isn't designed to replace your high-end cinematic suites for every single project. If you're working on a feature film or a music video requiring extremely fine-tuned color and complex effects, stick with the big guns like Premiere or Resolve. But for the 90% of us whose primary goal is reach, consistency, and maximizing existing long-form content, Vizard fits like a perfectly tailored glove. Let me give you a quick, real-world comparison scenario to drive this point home. I had a podcast episode with two hosts where gold standard quotes were scattered across many conversational tangents. The old workflow involved exporting the whole thing, opening Descript, manually scrubbing for moments, and exporting clips one by one, taking several hours. With Vizard, I uploaded the entire 2-hour file and it returned about 30 suggested clips categorized by mood instantly. I was then able to fine-tune them in bulk, adjusting captions across the set, swapping aspect ratios, and scheduling them out across 2 weeks. Honestly, it took me less than 30 minutes to prep what would have been a month's worth of consistent short-form content previously. This speed difference is not minor. It's the difference between creating content daily or burning out completely. Next up is platform optimization. Vizard doesn't just slice content, it inherently tailors it for what each platform currently favors. This means vertical first formats, auto-generated captions, and sensible hook timing are built-in defaults for you. While you can always override these suggestions, it removes massive guesswork for those who aren't deep into the daily specifics of every short-form algorithm. Let's get real about pricing, because I know that factor heavily influences any professional tool adoption. Many legacy professional tools charge a high premium or lock you into rigid subscriptions that feel brutal for content focused on volume. Vizard's model is specifically structured around the creator's need to consistently scale content output, which often makes the math work out very favorably. When you calculate the value of the hours saved against the number of ready-to-post clips you get from one recording, it pays for itself remarkably fast. Before we wrap up, here are 3 quick tips if you decide to lean into this automated repurposing strategy. First, record your long-form content with repurposing in mind by leaving natural pauses before your big punchlines. Second, always strive for the cleanest possible audio source, because better source audio directly equals better, more accurate AI clips. And finally, resist the urge to overcurate. Let the AI actually surface those spontaneous laughs or quirky one-liners you might otherwise miss. These spontaneous moments are often what really drive unexpected engagement from your audience. So, to recap, Premiere and Final Cut are the kings for deep cinematic editing, and Descript excels at transcript-led workflows. CapCut absolutely rules the world of quick on-the-go mobile edits, and each has its specific valuable place in the industry. But if your core business goal is efficiently transforming long-form recordings into a steady stream of platform-ready short clips, Vizard is essential. It makes the tedious task of repurposing not just doable, but genuinely enjoyable and rewarding again. I'll be sure to drop links for Vizard and all the other tools we mentioned down in the description below for you to check out. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and give the notification bell a gentle ring so you don't miss future deep dives. If you have any workflow questions or want to see a real-time demo of turning a full lecture into 40 shorts, drop a comment below. I read every single one, and I truly enjoy geeking out with you all on these production puzzles. Thanks so much for spending your time with me today. I truly appreciate you tuning in. I'll catch you all in the next video, so go out there and make something amazing. Peace out, and happy creating, everyone.